I think, starting, at the beginning of the year, I think we had huge expectations to get back to the Ivy Championship Series and to win it. That's everyone's goal in the Ivy League. I think that given that we finished in the championship, it wasn't a stretch to think that we could be back there again. Given the challenges we had this year, I think the team maximized, their grit and their effort and got as far as they possibly could. Katie Duncan really was really steady for us the first weekend in the circle. Taylor came out through well, but was a little inconsistent. I thought she really found her stride heading into California, which was spring break time. And she battled some injuries, so I think that she gave everything she had and had a remarkable year given her challenges with injury. Rihanna was very steady at short. We had Erin stepping up in a huge role at third after Megan Lance's injury. I think the second weekend we went out was California, the first part of spring break, and we really got some key wins that weekend, and the team showed us what they were capable of. Now it was a matter of, can we settle in and be consistent? And then we went to Hawaii and we faced some real challenges there, just kind of making sure everybody was healthy, playing a grind of a schedule, some students playing well, some students not, and just really getting, I think, really challenged and I would say weathered as a team. So we needed to bounce back from that and have a really strong first weekend opening Ivies, and we didn't do that. After that weekend, then it was a matter of really digging deep. We dug ourselves in a hole, and then our backs were against the wall and we really had to fight. And I think that's when the team's character really came through. And we just started climbing out of it. And they just had some pivotal series and really got us to the point where we, won the North Division and were playing for the championship. We had beaten Dartmouth, I think, the second game, and then we found out what had happened between Yale and Brown. And when we knew the news of that, I think we solidified that we won. And I think there was obviously great excitement. And then there was huge relief. I feel like it just took so much to get to that point that I think there was just pure joy. It was just pure joy. And then there was a real excitement for, hey, we're going back to that championship series. So I think there was a lot of emotions, in that small celebration. And I think that it was really well deserved. I feel like this team really worked to get there. Not just, were they talented enough, not were they able to execute in certain situations, but this team was just really tough enough to get there. I think, the seniors, it was hard. This year was hard for them personally because they were wanting to have their best seasons yet, and it wasn't unfolding that way. And I think the thing that they really showed was a ton of character, and they really stayed dedicated to the team. They really tried throughout the course of their season, whatever that role was, and I think they stayed a steady presence for everybody, and I felt like they really showed up and gave their best, and I think the team saw that and the team fed off of that.